Hey guys, so I just finished putting away putting together some page kits from my scraps. And I thought they were pretty organized, but I think I was wrong. So I'm going to tidy them up. There's not a ton, but there's a few. So these are my multicolor. This is usually where I start off my page kits. You'll see there's not many in here, which I guess is good. But they might be in here, which is not great. So usually what I do is I separate what, oh, I'm like, what in the world is that doing in here? So what I do is I will go ahead, oh, sorry, like this is just not going well. How I usually try to separate or keep my scraps organized. I don't tend to keep tiny pieces because that's just not me. I don't tend to scrap with tiny pieces of paper, and I've just learned that about myself over time. But one of the things that I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of keeping my pattern papers and my pattern papers and my solid cardstock scraps separate, because it's starting to become a thing, right? So I'm just going to separate these. These in my hand are not even in the right sections. Okay, so I'm just going to go through these really quick just to make sure there's no pieces of cardstock, and then we'll deal with the organization. Okay, this is good. This is good. I think all of these are okay. I'm going to keep ledger, vellum together. Let anything that I can journal on together with the vellum. All right, that's one. Easy enough. Because then if I need just a little piece to journal on, you got it right there. Okay, so I'll keep that right there for now. Then the other thing I want to make sure as I'm looking through these is that I don't have any 8.5 by 11 papers. That should be filed in the 8.5 by 11 papers. These are not that. You see, this is like a whole thing of neutrals. I don't think these are 8.5 by 11. I don't believe. So these are just going to go back in here because these are all, I would say, brown neutrals. We'll add these to it because unless I see it becoming a thing where I need to separate out the browns, I'm going to keep these together. Come on. Okay. Keeping these together. These will stay with the wood grain. And for now, because there's only these two, well, these, and these. This is wood grain. This is my neutrals. I think I will go ahead and just keep it in one. So I'll say this side will be neutrals. And you flip over and you'll have the wood grain. Again, because it's not a ton. I may have to shift if we find more wood grain over there in that other bin. Okay. So far so good. Neutral, wood grain. It'll be with the neutrals either way. And then here is, this is usually how I do it. So I'll do that color by color. And then I will go through this as well. And I will show you what I come up with. Okay? So I will be back. Okay, so here is the finalized project. What you see on my right hand side are my pattern papers organized by color. Very good. It's not as big as I thought. And here is my cardstock by color. And what I use, as I may have mentioned, are just 8.5 by 11 page protectors that I just use and reuse. So here's what I have left for the multicolor. I believe that's what that is. And I'm gonna just end up, I've gone through everything, so I know that I definitely want to keep these, but an 8.5 by 11 sheet isn't, page protector isn't gonna cut it. So I am just gonna grab one of the, it's not very much, that's what I'm telling you. It's a very small pile, which is great. And here are the bins that I use for my scraps. And so what I've decided to do is that one of these bins, there's only two where I keep scraps. One of them is going to be for cardstock and the other one is going to be for pattern paper. This is going to make it, I think, a little bit easier for me as I am looking to bring things into my layouts, bring things that I need to label them. That's what I'm showing you there. And that's it. It is looking so good. Thanks you guys for watching. Until next time, bye for now.